a screen. Her smile, it shines so bright. She's a queen with every scene. In the morning or the night, recipes and good vibes flow. Every video a gem. Her confidence, it grows and grows. We're inspired like her friends. Unstoppable Flora, she's got that power. Spreading her aura, blossoming like a flower. Through the highs and all the lows, she remains so strong. Her spirit always glows. She's where we all belong. With every like and every share, we feel her energy. No storm too strong, she can't bear. She's setting us all free. Unstoppable Flora, she's got that power. Spreading her aura, blossoming like a flower. Recipes and good vibes flow. Every video a gem. Her confidence, it grows and grows. We're inspired like her friends. Unstoppable Flora, she's got that power. Spreading her aura, blossoming like a flower. Through the highs and all the lows, she remains so strong. Her spirit always glows. She's where we all belong. Every share, we feel her energy. No storm too strong, she can't bear. She's setting us all free. Unstoppable Flora, she's got that power. Spreading her aura, blossoming like a flower. Through the highs and all the lows, she remains so strong. Her spirit always glows. She's where we all belong.
Petals got power, Florabella stands tall. Every drip, every drop, watch the haters fall. Channel sharp as thorns, ain't taking no mess. Scroll through her feet, feel that queen's finesse. Vines tangle tight, but Flora breaks free. Roots so deep, can't mess with her tree. From the mud she rises, roses from the dirt. Every comment section she lays down hurt. Flora's anthem, blooming under pressure. Resilient, resolve, ain't no lesser. Florabella's reign strong and relentless. Beauty in battle, queen sure defenseless. From the garden green to the concrete wall, Florabella, unstoppable nature's child. Leaves whisper secrets, she's the loudest shout. From the channel buzzing, she never backs out. Seed of strength, through seasons she grows. In the face of doubt, her spirit glows. Cameras ain't a limit, she branches out. Thorns in her crown, she wears it no doubt. Flora's anthem, blooming under pressure. Resilient, resolve, ain't no lesser. Florabella's reign strong and relentless. Beauty in battle, queen sure defenseless. Flora's anthem, blooming under pressure. Resilient, resolving no lesser. Florabella's reign strong and relentless. Beauty in battle, queen sure defenseless.
All right. What is going on, everybody? Hello. Oh, not the camera doing the stupid thing it's been doing. Hello, guys. Hello. We're only 4 minutes in, so we just got here, but I thought I would come in and say hello to everybody. Okay, we're gonna have a nice conversation tonight. We're gonna talk about Club Shay Shay. Say hello, Sin.
Hi, everyone.
Oh, Sorry, guys. The camera is doing a weird thing today. Me and Sin are here today. We're having the conversation. All right. It's going to get fun. It's going to get interesting. But we're going to keep it kosher, okay? We're going to literally look at some videos and just discuss the topics. And then we're going to get into the whole battle of the sexes idea. Now, the idea here is that, the genders are fighting, right? We all used to say the gender war is just some imaginary thing that's happening. It's not real. There is no real gender war. To some degree, I agree, right? I don't think that there's really a war, a gender war per se. But I do think, and shout out to the 10 people in the chat, if you guys can hit the like button for me, I would appreciate it. But, and it's not that there's some sort of war against the genders. I just think that there's like a battle of confusion. It's almost like we're not willing to understand each other as men, as women. We're rejecting the idea of womanhood and manhood, and we're just sort of being very weird. Okay, what are your thoughts, Sin? Do you have any thoughts right now?
Everything is just weird and different. Like I'm still out here trying to figure it out myself with the, with the whole gender situation the stuff that's going on with men, the stuff that's going on with women. It's a lot. It's a lot to take in. It's a lot to process.
Right. And most people would hear that and they'd be like, oh, you guys are being so dramatic. But hey Robin, what is going on, Booski? What is going on? Okay, we're gonna definitely get into the topic tonight. I'm not here to be like against the gender, so it's not like I'm not trying to have the I hate men or men hate women topic, but I definitely think the message that we're putting out there as genders, men and women, I think that they're pretty toxic. I think that we don't know how to relate. What do you think?
No, yeah, I do think that the topics now, like, I don't know, relationships are just kind of toxic. Every once in a while you see, you find one relationship that's not toxic and they're trying to help you through a toxic situation. But majority of the relationships that you run into nowadays are pretty toxic.
Okay. Now, when you say majority of the relationship, are you talking about what we see online?
What you see online, your friends, family, things that you see close to you. It's just a lot of toxic stuff going on, and it could be less.
Yeah. You know what? You're totally on point, and what we're gonna see today is gonna explain a little bit of that. Let me say hello to some people in the chat. Hey, Lana Love. We got Gore in the building. How are you guys doing? Lana Love says hello, Sin.
Hi, how are you? Like I keep going on.
This camera, like the portrait camera, is playing with us.
It's crazy.
You see, it keeps cutting one of us out. We're over here trying to stretch our little big old heads in there.
I'm telling you.
But yeah. So there, Andy says there's no misunderstanding. It's simple. There is men and women. There is no in between.
That yes. If only every man and women thought like that.
Yeah.
It would be a little easier.
Robin said people's mindsets are also toxic. I agree. I think people are in cycles. They're stuck in cycles, right?
Yeah.
Like of toxic relationships, friendships, family dynamics. It's all toxic.
It's all stuck. I agree.
Why is your energy attracting toxic men? Well, now, that's a good question, but I don't think it's just me. I think it's men and women are on both sides will say that they're attracting some level of toxic.
Yeah, I mean, it's a new era. It's different energy out here. It's more accessible to both men and women. So everybody's pretty much moving a little bit more different than what we're used to or what we're accustomed to from our grandparents.
That's true.
It's different.
That's true. I definitely think to some degree, like, that some people have been indoctrinated. I know that sounds like, but I do think when you listen to so many messages all the time telling you like, oh, you're not supposed to spoil women. You're not supposed to do nothing special for them. Like they're supposed to bring something to the table. They got to earn you. I think when men hear that enough, it becomes toxic.
Yeah, that's true. And that's what I was saying. Nowadays, it's almost as if the men are the prize and not the women. It's kind of like
I don't know if they're actually the prize, but they believe that they are.
That's what I'm saying. They're not the prize. The women will forever be the prize. Like we are the flower. You get me? We're the flower. Like, you're not a flower. You're a man.
Right. You're a man with semen and muscles.
If that's what I'm saying, muscles, like, you're
and
to
testosterone,
all that stuff,
and brute strength. But it's like, if you say that today, like, these men will be like, "Well, y'all want to work, so
yeah,
okay.
You want to smoke like we smoke. You want to drink like what?
Right, you want to drink." And we got one like that tonight that we're gonna be reviewing. So make sure you guys hit the like button for us on the way. And me and Sin, we're not here to gender bang. But we're definitely going to be honest about what we're seeing, okay? I started dating. When was the first time I started dating? What was it, like 2010, 2011? For me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a little young buck. 2011, it was dates. It was like doing things with boys. It wasn't just like pulling up and getting...
Right. I'm trying to read the comments. It's going to at me. Go ahead.
A lot of men are also given too many excuses to not show up as men in today's society.
Yes, yes, that is true. Too much excuses of they're not available emotionally. Some of them, listen.
Look at what Robin said. She said a lot of men want the same advantages and privileges as women.
Facts.
How do you feel about that one?
No, I strongly feel that way. Yes, a lot of them do want to be in their feminine vibes.
Yeah, I agree. You can say something. It's fine.
No, I'm trying to read the comment.
He's like awkwardly like.
Hi, Sir Vincent.
Yes, he says, "Hey, both of you. Glory to my." Okay. Are Barack and Big Mike getting... You see how they've been doing Michelle? Like, this is why black women don't be wanting black men, because these, like, you see how they talk about women? And she's one of the classiest women in the world,
I hope they don't.
Andy says, "Well, yes, we are the man, but these females are not submissive to let men." So why do y'all need a woman to allow you to be a man? That's what be bothering me. Like, they're waiting for you to open the door for them to be a man. It's like, no, that's what you should be doing. But we have a video, so
right. And I also wanted to know too, like, when men ask for women to be submissive, right? Yeah. What are you really asking from us? Because before, I think we understood the language of being submissive during our grandparents' time. But now we're in a time where
fuck submission. I ain't submitting to no nigga that ain't paying my nails, my hair, my clothes, my electricity. Submission came with that man taking care of the woman, though. Like,
right, like grandma always stayed home. Grandpa went to work, grandma stayed home, and she shut up.
And she was cooking, and I'm not saying she was happy all the time, but she was cooking, she was cleaning, she was having the babies. These men want women to work right alongside them, the same sweat of their brow.
80 hours and 90 hours, and you're working 80 hours, 90 hours, and
he can't even afford. Listen, these men can't even afford half the bills.
Like, I'm just...
The problem is not that women don't want to submit, Andy. It's that either men are not qualified today or they don't want to rise up to the occasion.
Right. I think that's what it is. A lot of it is like laziness. Like, okay, I don't have to do this. Why? Because if I go down the street, Sally's going to accept me with 25 cents and she's not going to say anything about me trying to get to 50 cents because she's okay with me going to 20 cents.
Right.
Yeah.
Sally's going to pay the phone bill.
Right.
Sally's going to pay the rent. Yeah, they know. Gore says, someone coughed. Kevin S. told the men that they were bad bitches. Yeah. You're correct, Gore. Somebody did tell these men that they were bad bitches and I don't know why. Okay, it's weird. It's very weird. We have men today who they want to be kept.
Yeah, there are men that do want to be kept. There are men that want to be courted. Yes.
So Glorious Miguel says, because y'all are overtly masculine. And if you have to ask what submissive is, then that's the problem. I don't think we asked what it was. I think we just said,
what is your definition of it? I didn't ask you what it is specifically. I'm asking you, what is your definition of it? because it seems like every guy out here has a different meaning of what being submissive to them personally is.
Yeah. And honestly, I just think like
y'all curse like sailors, act like MMA fighters, yet accept dudes to fund your lifestyle. What do dudes get?
well, here's what I'll tell you, Glorious Miguel. Now, I don't know who you've been dealing with, but I do know that when a man is full of sugar in his tank and sass on his lips, okay, there's nothing left but masculinity to be exhibited by the women in question. So if you are getting nothing but aggressive masculine women, then you should ask yourself,
what
how
are you
much
doing to attract these?
Right? You got too much sugar in your tank. You know what I'm saying? That's really what it comes down to. Louis says you're gonna be live later, Floor. He want to hear the crime stuff.
Yes.
So, Louis, I'm gonna be live tomorrow after work. Today we're doing like a conversation, you know, something lighthearted, talking about relationships. And I know you guys like to hear about crimes. So if you're not here for that, you know, feel free to, you know, do what you need to do. But stay, because it'll be lots of fun. You know, we're not gonna make this too like, you know, anti-male or anti-woman.
Oh no.
We're just talking about a certain group, a subset of men. You know,
and the same goes for women too, because there are women that don't hold men accountable. There are women that allows them to be that sugar in the tank type of guy. You have the yes ma'am. It's like, you know, oh, I'll do this for you. You don't value me. That's okay. I'll do it. You're not doing this as a man. It's okay. I'll still do it.
So here's the thing that I never understand, right? When they're always talking about submission, but then they say they want strong women.
I'm trying to figure out what strong mean. Does it mean like I gotta work 80 hours, 100 hours? Like, you know, I don't know.
Oh, you know what, Louis? I do remember that. And honestly, I would understand if you don't want to talk about relationships. But I do think there's a disconnect today with how we understand our role as men and women. And you probably have some good insights on that. So don't feel like you got to leave because we're talking about that stuff. I do think to some extent, the issue is the sugar in the tank. Right, we have these men who are. It looks really small. You probably can't
I
see.
I see it.
Oh, okay. It's there isn't, every time men talk about the type of women they want, they mention somebody who's strong, independent, confident, skilled, has a career, has money, can pay their own bills. But then they say they want submission. That's why we're confused.
Right, because when you tell me all that, I think that, you know, hey, I could do all that by myself. So when you come and I'm in a relationship with you, it's like, what women said what? I was on somebody's channel and a married woman said 50-50 is idealistic and not realistic.
50-50 is idealism? That's not that's poverty.
He said it's poverty. I mean, listen. Oh, I grew up with my father doing everything, so I don't know.
Yeah, you know, Louis, I think it's tough because like the toxicity will keep you in some ways. That desire for drama sometimes that we have will keep you in that toxic relationship. But if y'all can't figure, Louis is dealing with a girlfriend who got very aggressive and just very controlling and domineering. You know those type of women.
But why? What drove her to that? What happened to make her get to that level with Louis? Like, what was Louis doing to get her there?
He would have to tell us.
Right.
I think. Robin said she never desired to be kept. That's scary. You know, that's scary because in order for some degree for you to be a present mother and wife, you do need to be kept to some degree. So if you're out here stressing about the bills and splitting everything and making sure, you know, to some degree as a woman, you're going to be keeping the household anyways and balancing the bills. But if you're like stressed about paying bills and
that's a lot. It is and I mean, not for nothing, but there's a lot of guys too that can't deal with the anxiety of stressing to pay the bills and all that good stuff.
They definitely can't. So let's get into our first video, Sam, because we definitely have
we have so much going on here.
Yes.
Let's watch some of the videos.
Yes, let me see what we got going on in the chat before we start. David M says, salute, Florida. Salute, David M. Welcome to the show. I hope you're having a good day. Kicked in my door and screamed, oh, alcohol. So she drank too much.
Okay.
Mio says independent income helps to obtain much choices and space to make decisions based on her own will. I definitely think women should have that as a backup. You know, like just in case.
I mean, of course, you're always supposed to have the backup because that's what it is supposed to be. The man is the front man, and I'm here as the backup. When he's not able to perform, I will come in and then perform until he is able to perform.
Yeah, just to keep things
balanced.
Going.
Yeah, but don't make it seem like, oh my God, Jesus Christ, the load is all on the woman. Like, what do you bring to the table? What do you mean? What do I bring to the table?
Right. So the first video we got today, we're talking about a conversation that Mr. Ocho Cinco and Mr. Shay Shay Unk, like he likes to call himself. They had a conversation about whether or not men are obsessed with women anymore. Now they clipped the video of a mammy. Sorry, I hate to call it that in 2025, but that is what she is. They clipped a video of a woman talking about why men today aren't obsessed with women anymore and just the reasoning behind that. So let's listen to that, and then me and Sin are going to give some commentary. Feel free to stop me if you want to say something at a particular point, okay?
Absolutely.
Hey guys, it's your favorite Unk here. Go ahead and click that subscribe button below so you don't miss a single episode of Nightcap. That button right here. Come for the sports, stay for the story. Ocho, a woman posted a very interesting video this week. Let's take a look at it.
So there's a stat on Facebook, and basically it says men are not obsessed with women like they used to be. Y'all don't find that kind of weird? And to be honest, no, I don't find that kind of weird. So it seems to me like a lot of y'all are now starting to realize.
So the premise of her conversation, sorry guys, let me know if you're in the video. I feel like it is, right?
I feel like it is.
A little bit. I don't know what could be causing that, but it's definitely delayed just a tiny bit. Let me see. Oh, you know what? We're okay.
Okay.
All right. So the whole premise of what she's saying is that she understands why men today aren't obsessed with women. Now, the reason why I called her a mammy is because I think that if you don't share, if your idea of womanhood comes from men's understanding, that there's something lacking in you, right? Somewhere along the way, you probably didn't really learn what it's like to be a woman. No one taught you anything. That's just my perspective. If you look at yourself as a woman through how men view you, like, you know, how men say, oh, women are emotional, but we understand that when it comes to true emotions, men are more emotional because they react more abrasively than us. But that's why I called her a mammy. Now, just pay attention to how she's going to describe women and their value to men.
That you're either losing value or have lost value from chasing attention. And now that's something that y'all got to deal with, and y'all can't fix that fact.
Ocho?
Agree, disagree, like slightly agree?
I mean, it varies. It depends. You know, I think men are a little bit more now focused on just themselves. You know, focus on work, getting to the bag, and allowing the woman to be the last choice of importance.
Now, I don't want to sound mean, but and feel free to jump in whenever you want to. But women are the larger group of homeowners. Their enrollment rates are higher, right? More employed right now. So when I hear men saying that they're more focused on themselves, what exactly is themselves?
So,
because statistically, women are outperforming men in society right now.
I'm gonna just jump in real quick
and
just say that message that just came from Ocho Cinco as Chad Ochocinco, happens to be a married man with a wife at home.
He's married?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know he was married.
I'm just trying to figure out men are just focused on getting to the bag right now, but you have like a whole woman at home. I'm just saying.
Well, you know, it's interesting because I get what you're saying, right? He's a married man, but he's not speaking from that perspective.
No, he's not. He's speaking from a perspective of being a single man, and you're not. You're not just.
Oh, he's engaged. Okay, so he's engaged.
Okay.
So he's not married yet, but he's supposedly marriage minded.
All right, and him and his fiance has a whole show on Netflix. Just putting it out there.
Yeah.
So you see what I'm saying? So you're not just focused on getting the bag. Somebody is keeping your bed warm at night.
Well, you know what? You make a good point, right? I do think to some degree these men come on here and they push to men, hey, you don't need women and such and such. But when it comes back down to them, they won't go a night without
their woman.
Right. Or calling and begging.
Right. And just, you know, just
that's a good point.
I do believe, don't quote me on it, but I do believe like her business is making more money than his business.
I've heard that as well. Robin M says, I thought they broke up. He was cheating on her. I believe that's true as well. I don't know if they officially broke up though, but I did hear those rumors. I notice women who catch my eye. Royce, you always come in here just talking. Like I never know who you're talking to. He's engaged. So someone up here said something. Women take BS advice from women without a man. Now, my issue is if Chad Ochocinco, because we know what's his name, Club Shay Shay is 70 years old. He got nothing but a dog and his wealth, right? He's obviously not passing anything on. He doesn't have a woman.
He's gonna give it to the dog. You know how it is.
He has no value at all. His sperm is already old. If he has a baby, the baby's going to be born with all types of genetic disorders. He has geriatric sperm, essentially. So all he has is money. But yet he doesn't want women to want him for, like, seriously, Sin, zero market value. 60 years old, single, declining health, because at 60 years old, your health is only going downward. Right. Your sperm is immobile. At this point, I'm just wondering, how can these men, one who has nothing but a dog, and one who's engaged but has been cheating on his girlfriend the whole marriage. I mean, to me, it just seems like the people who are giving advice are hypocrites.
Derek Jones says Shay has grown kids.
Does he have grown kids? Oh, okay. How old is his kid? I thought he was one of the. Let me look up Club Shay. I didn't know he liked women. Let me see.
But the whole thing is, if men are promoting, like, skip the women, let's get to the bag, what happened to the reproduction system? Right. Oh, yeah, like, what happened to that?
Hold on. I don't think he has kids. Does Shannon Sharp have kids? I think he do, actually. That's his name, right? Have children. I don't think he has children. Does he? Oh, he does. He got 3 kids.
Kayla, Kiari, and Kaylee. 1
son and 2 daughters. Okay. He got like 10 kids. Robin, you be exaggerating.
He's only claiming 3.
Okay, so what you're telling me is that men who've already lived their life all the way down to hell, are trying to tell young men who never had children, who haven't been married, who haven't provided and protected for a family, they're telling them that women in relationships are invalid, they have no value.
Yeah, that's a little off.
Isn't that weird?
That just feels real off to tell them. I mean, I can understand if you say, hey, at a certain age, you're supposed to be focusing on the success and that, women could come later. That's like, let's just say early 17, 16 years old. You don't got to focus too much on a relationship.
Yeah.
But if you're telling a grown man that's 40 something years old, like, hey, you need to chase the bag and, Don't worry about these women out here, or you have a 50-something-year-old man who's single and out here chasing the bag. When you chase the bag, like, what are you gonna do with it? Like, sleep next to your money by yourself with your puppy in the bed with you?
A lot of I feel like some of these men are gonna get what I hate to say it. Some of these men are gonna get Wendy Williams.
Yeah.
They're gonna be in them long-term care facilities. Get yoked up.
I'm so afraid of the future. The future scares me.
I'm not laughing at her. Yeah, he does have geriatric sperm. But at this point, he got 3 kids, so he's all good. But again,
they were exaggerating.
Royce is always his baseline is crying.
Oh, okay.
So he's always gonna be crying about something. David M says, "Rich or poor, y'all still got the same lame ass mouthpiece."
Not sure what that means.
You'll have to clarify, David. We don't speak Ebonics here, so if you can further clarify what you're saying.
We don't have the Urban Dictionary close by.
Yeah, you're gonna have to break that one down for us. But to me, it's so funny. Like these men who've already lived, like Club Shay Shay, Shannon Sharp,
even Ocho Cinco. He's
old.
His prime time. How many has he ran through? What has he done? And he's telling somebody to just focus on the bag. Yeah, okay.
He needs to focus on long-term care.
And whatever happened to getting the bag together?
Right.
That doesn't exist anymore. Like we have to separately get our own bags and then come to the table and be like, hey, I got a bag too. Let's put our bags together.
Royce says, y'all want men to stay broke. I'm not making you broke. If a man is broke, that's his own fault. That's his own fault. I didn't make him broke.
I don't think Royce was here for the beginning of the conversation.
Yeah, he's just coming in to twerk. I told you he comes in to twerk, and essentially. Shannon headed to a dirt nap. Y'all ain't shit here. Okay, let's continue this video because again, these men are married, they got children, they been around since the civil rights movement, but somehow they're telling men today that women have no value. Meaning what does money have to do with getting chicks? A lot. I certainly don't take relationship advice from the internet. Derek, I think it's best for you to go based off of your experiences.
Yeah.
Right? What you're receiving. So if you're a man who's receiving or who's meeting a lot of feminine women, then you shouldn't hear what people say on the internet and get scared. You know what I mean? In real life, you meet women. Robin says, David M., do bills pay themselves? Do dates pay themselves? These are good questions, Robin. You are on point. Let's continue with this video because these two bald bandits, they have a lot to say. I don't have a problem with bald men. I just hate when the bald men who are talking are mean,
Right.
And Shay Shay he hasn't attacked, but he responded to like people who tweet certain stuff and he gives them like an attitude. So I don't know. He's kind of mean. That's what my opinion is. But let's hear him. Money has everything to do with dating. You're right, Robin.
Yeah.
You're right.
As opposed to how it was before. Chasing the woman, chasing, applying pressure, doing all that. And most of the time, what you have to understand too, is women put up such a front with the chasing and applying pressure, as if there's something that's so different about them as opposed to anyone else that you could deal with. But then when you actually get a hold and you get to learn that individual and you're allowed access, you come to find out, well, goddamn, I've been doing all this chasing for this, but you ain't no different than nobody else. It's all the same.
How do you feel about that?
I mean, again, I think with relationship, it's pretty much going to be all the same. It's pretty much about what you're willing to accept and what you're not willing to accept. It's all about who I'm really going to ride for and who I'm really not going to ride for, because I could spend forever chasing this one person and it's not a good match. It's not a good fit. Okay, deuces, gotta go. And I meet somebody else who has the similar personality, but it's just something about that person that sparks me on the inside that makes me want to stay down for it. You see what I'm saying? So you're always going to get what you get. It's not like there's like a big difference in everybody's personality. One's a little crazier than the other. Are you good with crazy, or are you good with crazy?
Now, are you good with crazy, girl?
Seriously.
Nobody desires empty pockets. Honestly, I don't even think it's about money. But I do think the problem is these men today want women to put up exactly what they put up.
Yeah.
They want equality in dating, in romance, in gestures of love. Like they don't even want to apply pressure. He basically just said he doesn't want to apply pressure anymore.
No. If I didn't call, okay, I'm not gonna call. If I didn't say good morning, okay, I'm not gonna say good morning. And again, it goes back to what I was saying. Nowadays, so much is available to everyone right at your fingertips. Like, she's not acting right. Guess what? I either have the mistress at work that's acting right. I either have the sneaky link that's going to let me hit it regardless that's acting right. Or I could just go right to my cell phone, pull up IG, pull up TikTok, and it's right there. I don't have to go nowhere.
But don't you think that's the problem, though, is the fact that men have access, or what they believe is access, to women online? And I just feel like to some degree...
Can you read this for me, please?
Which one?
Victorious one.
Men want to be pursued. Men want to be the baddie. Listen.
Okay.
Men definitely want to be the baddies. And the saddest thing about all of this is that's cursive S. Damn it. The saddest thing about the fact that men want to be the baddies is that is that at the same time they also want the regard and the respect of manhood. Right? So they're not displaying it. They're not buying flowers. They're not paying for dates. They're not planning romantic dates. They're not writing handwritten notes. Nothing special for Valentine's Day.
And that's what I was saying. Like, it's not that I need your money to go get my hair done, or I need your money to go get my nails done. It's you know what, babe? Here you go. Go get yourself pretty. Make sure you look good. Men don't want to do that anymore. Jesus, and
they don't want to do it, and they can't afford it. A lot of them are not ambitious enough to keep up with what women can provide for themselves. Did you notice that? Like, nowadays, we be wanting more for ourselves than men are willing to give. Mm-hmm. And when as soon as that starts happening, you have women now who are just like, they're bored.
Yeah.
People make no sense at all when they say money isn't everything. There's other factors, but money is definitely a factor.
Definitely, Robin.
Back in the day, nobody would get married or have no kids if the guy's family didn't have a house ready for that couple.
Not even don't have a house ready. Didn't they have to give a couple of goats and a few horses?
Oh, yeah. In my country, it's called lebola.
Okay.
Lebola, you got to give all the aunts and uncles get an outfit, a pair of shoes. Yeah. Yes. My mom went and received lebola for one of my cousins who got married a couple years back. Oh, yeah. Everybody in the family gets a little something to thank them for raising that woman up to be a woman. Because once that woman is raised, she's capable of building a nation with her womb. Yeah. That's the value of a woman. But you think the problem is men think that their sperm is like magical. Even though they can just bust it all over the place, they think it's magical. They're not realizing that it's the womb that is gonna carry. We're frozen. Oh, the guys aren't playing right now. I paused them for a minute, so we're gonna get back to that in a minute. Roy said, "So y'all agree with the men in the video? How do we agree with the men in the video? Not at all. Not at all." Rejection is scary to people. I think rejection is something that we have to come to accept, right? If somebody doesn't want you, then they don't want you. And rejection sometimes can be a protection for you.
And you know what? That is the most true. Sometimes a rejection could lead you to something that is greater and far beyond you and your imagination. So rejections are not always a bad thing, to be honest.
sometimes that man or woman who rejected you is somebody who would have restricted your growth, who would have limited your access to certain groups and peoples. Like, you know, sometimes we think we're missing out, but that man wasn't worth 2 pennies. You can't even rub 2 pennies together and get nothing out of him. The men who speak like that are typically are broke and are too prideful to say they can't afford to date. You know, I think honestly the problem is you'll subscribe for a 360. We're not giving you.
Sleepy's been wanting me to give him a 360.
He's been begging. Like, I saw him begging. The other one was begging too.
Subscribe on my page.
Drop your link in the chat.
Yeah.
Okay. But besides that, I don't know why we're begging in the chat. You guys, some of you guys have been begging mercilessly. And it's weird. Okay, we're just here to do a show. Okay, if you want to subscribe to Sin, if you want us to do more shows, we'll be doing more shows soon. Men don't have a biological clock. Hell yeah, they do actually. After 35 years old, men's sperm starts to decline. The quality. You know, Gore, they'll never hit the Cash App. That's the sad part. You know, they'll always just be in the chat begging. They never really hit the Cash App. Geriatric sperm causes autism and other ailments. Oh my. I'm not going to touch on that one. More a man gets wealthy, the drive to settle decrease significantly until he's getting ready to pass away.
Right.
Then he's going to marry a CNA out of desperation to give her all his money.
It always happens.
Give her all his money.
Oh my God.
So it really depends. But let's listen a little bit more to Uncle Shay Shay and Ocho Cinco and all these dust bites. And again, let's just remember, these are 2 men who are very old, right? They're in their 50s and 60s.
And they're dust bunnies.
They've already had kids. They are dust bunnies. They've already had kids. They've already had failed marriages and relationships. And now they're back and they're getting involved in what the young kids are doing, telling them that relationships don't matter and women don't have anything to offer them. Isn't that weird? Victoria's one said nurse and a purse. Oh man, let's watch.
You know, at the end of the day, I think men's focal point has changed from chasing women, the more focusing on themselves, work, family. If that comes into play, and it's just different now. It's just different now, especially in today's era where we have a lot more women that are in, I hate using the word alpha positions, but they are the men now. Does that make sense?
Yeah. I think the thing is, Ocho,
women are the men.
They a lot of women. But see, when you keep saying, I don't need a man, I don't need a man, then you convince yourself. And then you want to be masculine because you think you can talk to, at the end of the day, that's still a man. And I'm not saying, look, I'm old and know how my grandmother and how I saw everybody raised. See, these women today, they talk about, oh, I want to be treated like my mom and my great grandma got to treat, but y'all don't behave like that. Y'all ain't cooking. Y'all ain't cooking no meal every day. When my grandfather got home at lunch, meal on the table. He got home at dinner, meal on the table. He ate first. It wasn't no arguing back and forth. When my grandfather said they can, they did. When he said they couldn't, they couldn't. But y'all, I'm gonna do me. Okay, well, do you? I don't have to be a part of it. And so I think the thing is that they've convinced themselves they don't need a man until they need a man. And then you 20, now you 45, now you 50. Now your options are limited.
Right. Yeah. I don't think women understand that the options are limited, especially today, especially for what they want. When you look at their expectations and what they expect and what they're looking for, it's very hard. It's very hard to get.
Ocho, it's not hard. But here's the thing. What you want gotta want you.
Oh.
See, that's the problem. Okay, you want a guy. Oh, he need to be over 6 foot tall.
Yeah. So you want to chime in? I know you were man. Hey Josh, what's going on? I hope you guys are enjoying the show so far. If you are, please give us a like, subscribe, share. I'll be dropping Sin's channel link in the chat so you guys can like and subscribe. But Sin has some thoughts to share with us. What is it?
What did I say earlier? What you want has to want you. That's the only way it's going to work. Yep. We're going to pick each other. For me personally, love is not an emotion. Okay. It's not. Yep. It's a commitment. It's a contract. It's I chose you, you chose me. Yep, no matter what we go through, that's just what it is, and we're not going anywhere. I'm not going to abandon you. You're not going to abandon me. Yep.
No, you can okay. Talking.
Like just you know my dislikes, you know my wants, you know my skeletons in the closet, and that should not make you want to run to go anywhere. Right. And vice versa with me. If the money is on the table and you say this is what we're going to do with the money, then that's what we're going to do with the money.
Lauren says male or female love is a verb in action. I agree. And I think that's what Sin is touching on.
Right.
Muka Valley, what are you talking about, sir? But yes, keep on with that point. I'm going to turn the camera back on in a second, but go ahead.
No, but seriously, love is an action. It's definitely not a feeling. And I think that's where everybody is getting it wrong, where it's like, oh, I think he has to be this way, or I have to feel this way, and I have to feel, and we have to feel. No.
I definitely agree. And, I think to some degree, I think when you say that, people are like, oh, well, you're just expecting this man to do all this stuff for you. No, it's mutual. To some degree, when you're loving on that man, he should be returning that to you in the form of protection, provision, in doing what he needs to do for you. And the problem is these men want women to love on them while they're not offering anything.
Where they're emotionally disconnected.
Right.
There's a lot of emotionally disconnected men out here.
Right. Men today are chasing money like how they chased women back in the days. I don't agree with that because the statistics don't say that men are chasing a bag like that, right? The statistics say that women are outdoing you in education, right? In home ownership, in skill acquisition. That's what it says. And that's not to try and compete with the sexes. There's just the fact of the matter, right? Men have low enrollment rates in education. So that doesn't indicate that men are out here actually chasing a bag. That actually confirms the data that says that men are dangerous when they're lonely and single, right? Mm-hmm. That they become reclusive, and we don't really know what they're doing, which likely means they're watching porn and gambling and drinking too much and terrorizing their families and the women that they are stupid enough to date them, Mm. It might be my bias, but that's my.
Robin said men are definitely not chasing money. There's men all over YouTube living in their cars.
Robin, what is wrong with you? What is wrong with you, Robin? No, but it's true. And it's so funny because while all the men in the world are worried about how to grow and just become better men, you got black men on YouTube, and I'm not trying to just pick on black men, but you got black men on YouTube like Jay Rello and all these passport dust mites wasting their money and their time. Mind you, he's a CNA, but he be posting videos of himself going to Thailand or to Dominican and picking up whores in those states, sleeping with them and talking about how submissive they are compared to American women. And it's really disturbing. It's extremely disturbing. Excuse me.
Derek says, I'm a successful real estate agent with no college degree. Honey, you don't need to go to college to be a real estate agent. It's a course that you take.
Right.
And you can be extremely successful because the whole nation forever will need a place to stay. But congratulations, though.
Let me see here. Dang, that's what she think men doing. That's crazy. Well, honestly, what else? I'm not saying that men aren't doing well, right? But the way it looks right now, the data doesn't say that men are, just pioneering this movement of getting education and making money. It actually says that they're getting lazier, more entitled, lonely. What are you reading?
I heard Francis when he says black men are earning more than black women. You got lied to. Oh, you got lied to. Black. Okay.
So I'm gonna say this, right? First of all, why is the comparison from black men always towards the women, right? Why don't you compare yourself to other male groups, and then we can talk about who's earning more than who?
Can we do rice?
Where's
Rice
the rice?
Rex? Okay.
Are y'all mad because they wasting the money on other girls and not y'all? Huh? You see, and then this is the sassy bandits who come in here acting like they understand what's going on in women's lives. Like they understand our experience.
Honey, some of them don't have money to waste. I'm not sure what you thought, but some of them, just to say, they don't have that money to waste, and that they're looking for one of us.
Go ahead, take over for a second.
Yeah, they're looking for one of us to to have that money to spend.
Talk more about that, sir.
I stay in one of the bedrooms.
You can highlight the
comments. Okay.
Yeah, because so they know who you're interacting with.
Okay.
But yeah, click whichever one you want to talk about.
These are the women that talk about men without having one. I'm not talking bad about men. All that I'm saying is that there are men out there that's not stepping up to the plate. I'm not saying all men are bad, all men are not doing what they're not supposed to be doing. All men, I'm not saying that. We're talking about the people, right? We're talking about the ones that are not stepping up to the plate. There are good men out there. There are men out there that still provides everything 100%.
Yeah, there was a trend on TikTok a couple months back of women telling their men that they're gonna start paying bills or whatever. And the men, their responses, because it was supposed to be like a reaction response type of thing, their responses were so funny. They were like, "You don't pay any bills here."
But I mean, let's just be.
But it was in a cute way. It wasn't like, "Oh, bitch, you don't pay no bills." It was like, "You don't pay bills here, and I don't expect you to."
But let's just be real with it, because these men are saying that, the masculine women and all this extra good stuff, right? If I'm in the house and I'm paying 60 to 70% of the bills. Like, if I tell you to shut up, are you going to feel offended the fact that I told you to shut up? I'm just saying.
Can the men answer that in the chat? If she's paying 60% of the bills and she tells you to shut the up, nigga, how are you going to feel about it? And because honestly, if that's what you want out of women, 60% of the bills, then yes.
Then I'm taking care of the house. I'm in charge.
Yeah, sometimes
it's mine. It's for me.
Yes, exactly. And but the problem is, they're gonna be like, "Oh, now you guys want to bully men." It's like, no, but that's what y'all do, right?
Yeah. Derek says, "How about a live stream about us good men? How about that?" Derek. Maybe this show is a little too much for Derek because he's a good man. And, allegedly you're a good man. We don't know the status of anything right now. We just
don't know him.
We don't know. You're just saying that you're a good man, which is okay. I mean, to each his own. But realistically, a lot of women are talking about this subject, Derek. A lot of women are having to pay 60, 70% of the bills. A lot of women are not receiving flowers. I mean, I don't know. The other day, I recently heard a guy say, he said on one of these reels, if I take you out and you're not sleeping with me, we're not about to do something with each other, I expect for you to pay half of your bill. I'm like...
You see, this is why women don't want to go out with them. And now they want to be like, see, men are walking away from women.
And what about the other guy that said, he was like, "Oh, I took this girl out and she ordered more than 3 entrees or three things on the menu." He said, "I got up and I just left the tip for the waitress and I left her with the bill." Why are you even taking a woman out? Why?
They want something. They feel like now it's transactional. Like if you take a woman out, then she got to deliver coochie on a plate.
They just want to be baddies. What's the question?
Oh, is it a question or is it a statement?
Oh no, it's just a statement. Men want to be baddies. Sorry, Derek.
I don't know why. It's a weird dynamic, you know? Read some more comments. What do we got?
Oh, why are you being with anybody that's out of pocket? Yeah, I mean, that's the thing too. Why are these women going with these men that are out of pocket? You shouldn't be going with men that are out of pocket. Maybe something is wrong with you. The fact that you're going with a man that is out of pocket, that makes a lot of sense.
But I feel like it's easy for a man to manipulate, though. Like,
I see what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's easy. For
like
them
they give you that first good 3 months.
Yeah, and then they be like, "All right, your free trial is done."
You're Charlie. Now you got a subscription. $99.99.
Right, a month, and you're like, I ain't paying that. Yeah.
You get the trial error.
Else to do.
Oh my goodness! Let's read some more of these comments. Men should do an appreciation live on women. Yeah, that'll be good. Let's not focus on women. Let's just focus on the bag. Oh, he's saying, oh my goodness. Derek, I'm just going to be done with you tonight.
What is that?
I'm not even going to give him my energy and read it. Oh my God.
I'm talking to you tonight.
For real. Seriously, guys, get those likes up. Share this.
What, you got to scroll all the way down?
I did.
Oh, okay. That's the end now. Okay.
What is that?
Okay, play some more of that Club Shay Shay clip. Let's hear some more of him.
Ooh.
This is fun. You guys are a lot of fun tonight.
You.
Make sure you guys hit the like button for us, though.
For real.
Let me see. Mm-hmm. So go back to the tab because you're sharing the screen. So all you got to do is hit play over here.
Oh, he needs to make 6 figures. Oh, he need to do this. Right. Well, every time you throw out something that he needs to be, you a percentage, 15, 20%. So now you down to 5%. That 5% of the man that you want, that's over 6 foot tall, that has a nice body, that.
Okay, go back to the thing and then highlight Mukavelli's comment.
Yeah, I was just getting ready to say that.
You read it.
Being disrespectful as a person is crazy. Wish a broad would tell me the STF. You know what that is, guys. I don't give a fuck. Blah, blah, blah. If she paying 100% of the bills, that's just what I stand on. If I paid 100% on, I'd do the same. I mean, totally, I understand. I was just giving a situation as into why women, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't even make sense to pay 100% or 50, 60% of the bills. But I totally understand what you're saying. Being disrespectful is never... it's never supposed to really be on the table unless you're with somebody that is disrespectful. That I will say. Honestly speaking, I am not going to have any respect for anybody that doesn't have any respect for me. Yeah. So by you even saying that, you must respect your relationship. Thanks for sharing that thought with us.
Make 6 figure, that's well-to-do. Does he want you?
Damn.
And can you pause it real quick over there too?
And most of the type of men that they want, you know, it's.
And my problem is, these men always want to tell women what's available to them instead of letting women experience life. If women are saying, no, we don't want to settle for you average men because we feel like we can get better and do, even though it might be tumultuous, nothing's perfect. You might meet the right man and it takes a while for you guys to find a good balance.
You know what?
Right?
You make such a perfect, no, it makes sense because there are times you will get in a relationship and the relationship is rocky right now, and it's only rocky because we haven't found that balance yet.
Yeah,
the balance.
It's not like y'all are
it's like a baby.
Each other. Yeah,
yes.
There's no disrespect. It's just you guys are still learning each other, and that's normal. That's growing pains.
Okay, I'm gonna read this message. What? Lakey, I think that's the name. Have you dated a guy and paid 70% of the bill? I never seen these dudes. Y'all claim using you. You've never been with a guy and paid 100%. So stop this lie on black men. Okay. So whatever. Anywho, yes, there are black men. Like for real. Like I don't even want to address your comment because it's like, yes, there are black men out here that do ask these women to pay 70%. Yes, there is.
Or
Goodness.
ask them to just foot the whole bill while they chase something.
Seriously. Listen. Yes, I'm going to post this up again. This is it. Men want to be baddies so bad. Like, you want to be baddies.
And it's weird.
We're going to go back to the video, guys, because I want to hear what these guys have to say.
Part of the 1%. Huh?
Absolutely.
So it puts the dudes that are in the 1%, they just get to pick who they want.
It's hard. It's hard for something to add value, to increase in value that constantly gets used. Listen to what I said, Ocho.
You know what's funny?
Name something that increases in value that's constantly get used. You told me about my Ferrari. You say, buy that Ferrari up, but put it up. A bottle of wine. Philippe Rothschild, Petrus, Camus.
Right. 1942.
They ain't drinking it. I'm just saying.
Wait a minute. I don't even think the chat heard you. Do me a favor. Say, man, let me get my motherfucking pen and paper because that, man, hold on. You're going to have to bring that to me again. Hold on. You think I'm not going to use that? Hold on.
While he's holding on, Unc, while he's asking Unc to hold on, David said, if she ain't blowing money on you, she don't like you like that. 100. Now, honey, I'm just going to stay. The conversation, right? I'm just saying, and this is just me. I'm not saying this is for everybody else. But the conversation is, right? Me, personally, if I have a man that is blowing money on me, yes, indeed, I will blow money on you. If I'm waking up in the morning and you make me feel beautiful and gorgeous, important and valued and heard, yes, whatever I have, baby, it's getting done on you. Okay? I go to the store and I see that it's going to fit you, I'm buying it. You need a haircut, whatever, I'm definitely giving you that gift card at the barbershop. Yes. But in return, it's a two-way street. This is something that I do for you, you do for me. I feed your soul, you feed my soul. It's not a situation where I'm, as a woman, having to wear the pants, and you, as the man, wanting to be a baddie. Yep. No, sir.
Honestly, a lot of it, too, and shout out to you for that. I also think the problem is that there's no finite definition of what each person's role is anymore. Right? People have so much perverted the idea of like a companionship, being somebody's companion. You know, you don't have to blow money on them for that. Now, men do tend to do that because a lot of times that's how they show love. You're my woman. I want to take care of you. That's genuinely how we've heard it throughout history. It's only now that, like, you know, men even challenge that and start to say, no, women should be doing this for you too. You know what I'm saying? That's more of like a new concept, but there's no finite, like, there's no clear understanding of like a man's role and a woman's role because we feel like we can't even say those things anymore. You know what I mean? I don't know.
No, you're right. You're right.
This is where men are trying to compare themselves to women again. Women buy gifts, women receive them.
That's how it's supposed to be.
And the energy of women has always been of receiving, right? That's why you're not supposed to chase a man, because when you're chasing him, you're seeking out instead of letting it come to you. And so that type of situation never really works, right? When you're seeking out a man and being thirsty for him.
What does Ford say? Is that says Ford? Hoist?
He says, tell us what you do out of respect without gain or a motive. I don't know what you're asking for Say.
I think he's trying to, I don't know. Yeah, be a little bit more specific on that.
I feel like he's just talking, you know, he just wants to say
what? No woman loves spoiling their men. That is not true, sir.
No, David said women love spoiling their men.
Oh, okay. Oh, yes, that's true. Women do love spoiling their men that spoils them in return.
Right, when it's but not even just like a tit for tat.
Yeah, it's
like,
not.
You know
Like, when you genuinely care about somebody,
yeah.
It's just genuinely done. It's a secondhand language. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Just.
But it's like, there's like a force on it. But okay, let's listen to some more. Because again, these two are over here talking about women.
Ultra had to leave for a little. I wonder if his fiance that set up the background for him.
I think they broke up. Apparently. Catering and pampering, the only ones with an issue are broke ones. Yeah, I definitely think broke men are the ones who
has the issue.
Yeah,
pampering and spoiling
because they don't got it. They can barely keep the lights on. So how are they gonna pamper you, spoil you? They can't even feed themselves. For the most part.
How many was at Sunday service? Boy, you just dropped the gym right there, and I don't even think the chat was paying attention.
Yeah, because everything, Ocho, I want somebody at least 6 foot tall. I want somebody at least 200 pounds. I want somebody that make at least 6 figures. I want somebody that go to church. I want somebody that like to travel. So you've named 6 things that you.
But you know what, Robert? I'm going to say this. David does sound like he wants to be a woman. And, I thought Mukavelli was saying that women should be pampered, but he's talking about men.
That's what I said. He said men should be pampered. That's what I just said. I have no idea how that's that, but okay.
So men want their toes to be like manicured and polished, and that's what they want to look like. Bad bitches now. They want to go to the hair salon and put rollers in.
Men wants to be baddie.
He just needs to buy a wig at this point. Queens and kings have always bore each other gifts. Okay, is it not a crime to be broke? It's not a joke we out here. You know what, Francis, you're right. People are struggling. I'm not trying to make it.
You know what? Maybe that's what Unc was trying to say. Like, you gotta fit in the shoes that fit you.
Right. So if you're broke, you can't be out here looking for
that.
guys.
When you broke, for sure, you gotta stick in your bag. Go get the bag first, so you can go ahead and provide what a woman needs. Yes.
Right. A woman, a family.
But you can't say that I'm broke, you broke, and you want me to go get the bag to provide this family in this house. No.
Right. Mukavelli says, hell yeah, if I'm playing in coochie with dirty hair, you gonna get BB.
That's just nasty.
Don't approve that message, please.
Jesus Christ.
Some of y'all come in here like you've never been to a clinic before. Okay, let's continue with Shay Shay. Now, you made a good point, though. That's a good point. Okay.
You like. Okay. Right. You find that guy, but he's only probably in the 1%. So that 1% of the men that you're looking for, is he looking for the 15 to 20% of the women that's looking for him? So now if he's not, so now I'm valuable. Oh, I'm this, I'm that. Huh? Tom Brady wants.
They know their worth. They know their worth.
Worth is what someone is willing to pay for something.
You know what, Robin? This is where I said there's a role confusion, right? Men want to be spoiled. This is why I said it. This is why I wrote this down. Because this is essentially the problem that we're having today in America, in the world. They want to be baddies. They want the energy of receiving. They want to be bearing. They want to have babies. They want to be able to put babies
want the foot rubs.
Yeah, but they want to be like catered to like women are for being the birthers of the world. That's what it is.
That's the big thing. Men want to be catered to. That is so weird. But then again, you don't want us to be masculine. But you want us to cater to you. I mean, that goes both ways too, because you have to cater to your man. You don't understand, to keep him kept. There has to be some type of catering. But when it goes a little over the top, it's too close. Yeah,
Robert said he loves.
Oh my goodness.
But you know, that's the thing too, Robin, right? Like what would be the point being these men? If they can afford an apartment, you can afford a house. Why would you need them for? You know? There's nothing wrong with
even at that,
reciprocation.
right? There's nothing wrong. And even at that, let's just hypothetically say you found somebody, right? And you have a house and that person has an apartment, right? Is that person coming to you with a house mentality, or is that person stuck in the apartment mentality? Because you understand where I'm coming from? Because if I have a house and you're coming to me with an apartment mentality, how does that benefit anything that we have going on?
Yeah.
If you're stuck in that cycle, so it's not that we're saying, oh no, forget broke men, but no, forget broke men that has broke mentality. It's 2025. If you haven't touched no money yet, something is wrong. Right. I'm just saying.
Right. That's a fact. Mukavelli says he doesn't have any seed in this land. He's single, lonely, and he's going to find a woman overseas.
Okay, so I'm working on buying land out the country.
Yes.
Keep working, hon.
Yes, keep working. Make sure you keep clocking in.
Yes, absolutely.
Until you get everything that you need. That's a fact. But yes, let's listen to some more of these two because they say such stupidity. We just keep stopping. But let's go.
Nigga.
926.
Tom Brady can list his house for 150 million. But after, I guarantee you, after 6 months over a year, that house ain't sold. I guarantee you he dropped the price.
Okay.
So now, if somebody comes in and says, Tom, he won 150 million. I give you 100 million cash. Okay, I take it. That's what the house was worth. You don't get to determine your worth if somebody's not paying for it. That's what women got to understand. You keep saying, are you buying yourself? Are you purchasing yourself? If something is only
So he's saying that we're not the advocate of our worth, and that the other person has to see worth in us in order for them to know what they're purchasing. Okay, but still at the end of the day, as a person, a human being, you're still supposed to know your worth. Whether somebody puts $10 on it or $1 on it, you're supposed to know what you're worth. Okay? And if somebody is coming in and not buying the full value of your worth, you have no business being with that person. And again, that's easier said than done.
Well, Laki, however you say your name here, I think the point is, as a man, you should be leveling a woman up, right? But if she's coming in, she's having to level you up, that's where there becomes a problem, right? Because you're not doing anything for her. You're of no benefit. When a man generally is supposed to benefit the woman, lift her up, raise her social status when he marries her. You marry some of these bandits and your social status goes 6 feet up.
Yeah, there's no problem with her. That's what I just said. Lakey, there's no problem with her coming in from an apartment. The thing is, does she have the brain capacity to surpass the apartment? Are we able to leave the apartment and get into a house together? Are we able to leave the house and get into a mansion together? Are we able to work together and buy land outside internationally together? You understand what I'm saying? Like, what we're trying to say is being stuck with somebody that has nada, or should I say nothing? But then you expect for me to build you up. You expect for me to invest into you.
Yeah, and you know, Dr. Umar Johnson actually told Black women, he made a message to Black women saying that Black women should be investing in men, you know, giving them a stipend monthly.
Oh, really? Oh my God.
Yeah. He said they should be doing that. So it's a sick mentality that they have of what they believe women should be doing.
We didn't base anything on. Oh, I'm sorry. We didn't. Moonkey said what he said. They be goofy, LOL. They're in debt and doing bad. You don't base nothing off of what people own. What are you able to build as a team? That's what I just said. So you're.
He said any broad I get. So you're picking up broads on this. Like this is what I mean. They just talk about women like they're objects.
Any broad I get, I'll elevate.
Umar stipend of $700 is crazy work. I'm not giving a man $1, let alone $700. You know, if I'm married to a man, yes, I'll be giving him a certain little bit of things, but I'm not gonna be leveling him up and stuff like that. That's his job to do for me.
David said, "What about who the guy is?" That's what I just said. It's all about if that person comes with a broke mentality. We're not saying that we won't accept somebody that has less than us. We're not accepting somebody that has less than us and that has a broke ass mentality. That's what we're saying.
Well, yeah.
Well, that's what I was saying, because I know Flo don't want nobody broke. Regardless how it is.
Robin says, I own my house, you rent a shoebox. Well, you know, Robin, he was trying to imply that you're in debt. And I was like, but she has a asset, right? That's something that is like collateral in some way.
You probably have to give them the definition of asset means, because a lot of them don't know the meaning of assets.
I don't even know if they can read.
It's okay.
Let me see here. Says who? LOL. Broad, female, lady, old lady, same thing. I never thought broad and lady were the same thing. So
broad is a broad. You a broad, like you for everybody. You're the streets.
Yeah, Robin. You know they feel very proud about that shoebox though. I'm trying to be nice and he keeps trying me. Yeah, you don't have to be nice, Robin. Not to him. He's being dusty. No, but you know, I appreciate the men coming trying to have the conversation.
Right.
But I just think they're misguided, you know?
Yeah. Miss Berry,
that was awkward.
Response to a woman who says that is make sure you don't want for nothing. I don't know what Miss Berry said.
Your money means nothing? This is the same bandit who was just crying about bringing 50-50. David, you're confusing me. Maybe you should just stay out of the dating market. I think you're what is polluting the dating market because you don't know what you want.
Ouch.
I think he wants to be provided for and the provider at the same time. It doesn't work that way.
Mookie, can you press on Mookie for me? It says, you miss a mortgage, you're out of there. LOL. A house doesn't make you money. You make money to stay in the house. And I'm going to tell you, Mookie, that's how I know you don't own a house. Because when you miss a mortgage payment, Mookie, you don't automatically get kicked out, just to let you know. And the house doesn't make you money. You make money to stay in the house. You can refinance your house, Mookie. So we just know right now that you don't own a house. But we can go ahead and move forward.
Okay.
Because, yeah, you refinance it. That means your house just made money for you to invest and then to have more.
You know, Robin, the thing that confuses me is they sit here and cry about women's money and how much they need it. But then they say your money means nothing.
Yeah, the money does.
You wouldn't be able to pay the bills without that woman's money.
Yes, Robin, it's called equity. House equity, Mookie.
Yes, that's what it is. Yep, that's the word I was thinking about. But they don't know anything about that. You know, for them, their little apartment, they have a security deposit.
Right.
Is that $1,800 usually?
And make sure you get that plaster, because if you don't plaster them holes in there, the cigarette butts,
right,
you're not getting it back.
Robin said, it's sad how misinformed he is. Mukavelli says, I don't own a house or land in the state. I've known plenty of broads who have owned homes, but they're now homeless.
Because they know you. That makes sense.
Came there and robbed them.
I'm just saying. Mookie,
I'm just be honest. He robbed them.
Mookie, I'm just saying. It speaks volume that you know plenty of broads.
Broke bitches.
I mean, how they know you? You know a lot of broke.
I don't know one.
I'm just teasing, Mookie. I'm just teasing.
He says, I have no apartments or gets with the 7+100 credit score.
Nowadays, baby, anybody could hack the credit union and get you a 700. It's okay.
Robin said you can always sell a house. He's lying, but he don't know what equity is. You know, so yeah.
Jesus God.
He said I
says
don't mind it.
I think Victorious is a woman,
Yes.
not broads. No, he's
Yep.
used to broads. And it's funny because if a man came in your house and called your mother a broad, I wonder how would you take that?
Well, he would be pissed off.
He probably wouldn't be.
So let's see. I wanted to actually go back to the mammy in question, right? Because remember I said there was a mammy who had a male identified perspective, meaning her perspective as a woman comes from what's convenient for men. And I hate women like that because it's like, honey,
There's a stat on
you
Facebook.
know,
And
what's good for you, what's good for the goose is good for the gander, usually, right? But when
I
it comes
so
to men,
hate
that's
that
not
saying.
true. When it comes to men, that's not true, not even a little bit. Because they take and take.
Somebody really traumatized me with that saying.
Robert said he looks like a plus size tether. Wow. I'm kind and broke, an apartment guy to have a chance with the queen in green. Do you want?
I just don't believe that you're broke. At this point, I don't believe you would put yourself out there like that. But you know what? How's your mentality? What is your mentality like? You know? Are we making it out or not?
I think he might be broke.
I don't think he's broke.
Robin says someone look like a plus size tether. Who looks like a plus size tether?
Mookie.
Oh. Ian says that's why you have to give more than your amount due to help get the interest paid down so your principal is worked towards. Yeah, I guess so. I don't have a dog in the fight. I just don't understand why you have so much vitriol for men with less money than you. Who has vitriol for men with less money than them when you have never dated a guy and paid 100 to 70% of his bill?
Oh, how do you know anybody's life story? Like, what are you talking about?
That's what I'm trying to understand. Your mama and your uncle, what?
The same man. Now, Mookie, I don't know which. I'm from the South Hemisphere. I don't know which part of the South you from because I damn sure don't understand that Ebonics. I can't even lie.
Right. Now, Royce, I don't think that we're saying we want men to be obsessed with us instead of getting money. I just think that men have no romance anymore. They're all about, they just want vagina and food.
Like of course we want you to be obsessed with us. Like, I don't know, why would you not want to be obsessed with your woman? Why would you not want to shower her, praise her, value her, uplift her? Like, why would you not want to do you not want that in return? Do you know how you treat a woman is how she treats you? Like, no.
It's crazy. Mukavelli said he only got a problem with Robin M. He said we're cool in his book.
Oh, okay. But Robin is our girl, so you can't come for Robin.
Exactly. You don't understand.
Yeah,
you gotta be nice to Robin.
She's in-house. You gotta be nice to Robin. Unless you have a secret crush on her we don't know about. Now that you found out she has a house. So I don't know. We're just joking.
Roy says a woman has to meet my requirements in order to be my woman in the first place. I feel like that's your way of coping when women reject you, Royce. I'm not trying to be mean. I just think that's what.
I want to know what's your requirements, Royce. Now I want to go around the world trying to. No, I need different people to tell me what's their requirements. I be wanting to know.
Muka probably here on a greed card. Where's Ice?
Oh my God, Jesus.
Robin, what's wrong with you? What is wrong with you?
Robin started it. Okay, I be clowning for her. We know you be clowning, Muka.
You guys are funny.
Let's go to the video.
Yes. So the mammy in question, that's what I was trying to speak on. Mm-hmm. She's going to spill everything about how she feels about women and what they expect out of relationships. So let me know if you guys feel the same as the edgeless woman in this video.
Not the edgeless. I want to say what
it says. Men are not obsessed with women like they used to be. Y'all don't find that kind of weird? And to be honest, no, I don't find that kind of weird, because what exactly is there for men to be obsessed with in today's world? Women have left no room for imagination, none whatsoever. It's like your sense of entitlement is out of control. Your expectations are unrealistic. Y'all walk around showing your bodies half dressed.
So I wanted to stop here because telling women that they're entitled because they have preferences, but then expecting us to cater to every preference that a man has is very weird. right? Because she just basically said that men don't want us because we're not doing what they want. But then at the same time, the fact that we have wants and needs is a problem too. And I just think at the end of the day, these men want women for servitude, right? They don't, the men who talk like this, they don't want partnership or anything happy. They want a woman to serve their interests and leave behind any need that they have for themselves. They want women to be selfless for them only. That's what it seems like. And she's pretty much saying, like, yeah, that's what we should do.
Is half exposed 24/7, out smoking, drinking, partying 24/7, on the scene 24/7. A lot of y'all are not even coming with nothing to the table because you're too busy with your hand out trying to see what man got the next bag so you can sponsor your lifestyle to make you look like you're living a lifestyle to post on the internet. It's like a lot of y'all don't have common sense. A lot of y'all don't know how to hold a conversation. A lot of y'all don't have no originality about yourselves. Everybody is getting the same body. Everybody is getting the same hairstyle. Everybody looks the exact same. And it's like y'all get that confused. Oh, well, men like that. No, men will fuck that. But men are not wiping that and they're not cuffing that. And I think y'all are starting to realize that. And then the first thing y'all want to say is, oh, well, they're gay, they're sassy. No, they're not. They're just tired of what you guys are presenting. And if y'all are here to give them free pussy, free looks, and free everything they ain't got to work for, why would they? But they're never going to take you serious. So it seems to me like a lot of y'all are now starting to realize that you're either losing value or have lost value from chasing attention. And now that's something that y'all got to deal with, and y'all can't face that fact.
So she keeps saying y'all. Is she not a woman?
Cause I'm just trying to figure out, because first and foremost, she doesn't look like she has a bag. So in other words, or a ring, because she doesn't look like she belongs to anybody. Right. So at some point she had to have her hand out. Yeah. I'm just saying. And what the hell?
What?
Like everybody want to look alike. Everybody. Why do you have on eyelashes? Are you a part of the ones that want to look alike?
Right. She got all dolled up. Yeah,
you all dolled up, got the whole baby hair going with the little 2-strand braids. Like you doing the same thing.
Right.
And believe it or not, a lot of these women that are not getting their hair done, that it has no nail polish on their fingernails, and they're just wholesome people who just wants to stay at home and just wipe the floor and just bend over when their husbands come home. Their husbands are going out and having, a whole relationship. What?
A whole family. No, listen to what you're saying.
A whole relationship, a whole family with the big booty Judy, with the light skinned Keishas. Like, yeah.
Across town, too. Yeah. Everybody knows.
And guess what? Some of these mistresses, some of these side chicks are what? Driving a better car than the wife, put up in a penthouse, and the wife is just in the single family home. Like, come on. That don't even make no sense.
Robin said, imagine being fat, illegal, and dumb, and saying you want to lead a family.
Like, come on, guys.
What is wrong with you, Robin? BATL says, hey, Floor. Hey, BATL. What is going on, girl?
But I completely disagree with her post. I completely disagree. No.
She just seems so like I said, male identified. Like everything she's talking about is something to benefit a man. First of all, you enhancing yourself with makeup, wigs, lashes, hairstyles that are like braid styles.
Braid styles. I mean?
Buying Fashion Nova clothes.
That's what I'm saying. Like you don't have on a long skirt. Your coochie is popping out the pants right now.
You got a moose
like you're exposing yourself, and you talking about other women that's exposing themselves. But then again, nowadays everybody does things for views, so we get it.
Yeah, it's hypocritical. But she got. I'm gonna say this. I'm not trying. If this is her page, I don't know whose page this is, but. They got a whole bunch of views, but none of those people subscribe because these type of men, they'll listen to you, uplift them, but they're not attracted to women who are kissing their ass.
Right.
They're just not. It's the reality, but women think that that's how you can get a man to want you. I don't know. Anyway, so that's her. She believes that women should be offering more, bringing to the table.
Showing less.
Okay, being wide open and stuff. Yeah. All right. Asking for help with upkeep is bummy. Remember? No, not that one. Remember those men that you sent me? Oh, can I save it? Where is it? Is it this one? Because it's IG. Let me just make sure. Yes, it is this ugly bandit. Okay, hold on, guys. So I'm gonna share this bandit. So this is the last video we're gonna listen to. It's getting late, and we gotta be up at the Ask Crack of Dawn tomorrow. For real. Okay. So this bandit actually got on here and said that if women, that if women are, getting any help from the man with upkeep, then they're a bum begging bitch, basically. Right?
Yeah, basically.
That's pretty much what he said, essentially. So we're gonna listen to this video of this guy and let me know your thoughts on what he's saying. Also, let me know if you think, does this man look like he can afford his own upkeep, much less a woman's? Okay, just let me know what you think in the chat.
Cell phone bill money. If she's asking you to buy her midday lunch break at the job money, she's a bum. One thing that you should never be spending money on unless you absolutely want to do it is a woman's upkeep. She has to do that whether she is with you or not. A lot of you are paying for this woman to get her nails done, and she's not taking those pretty hands and wrapping them around your lower regions. A lot of you men are getting these women hair done, and she's not even allowing you to pull it when she's...
So basically, if you do anything for a woman, it needs to be reciprocated with a sexual action, right? So if you buy her a purse, or if you do her nails, and she needs to give you fellatio, okay? If you buy her a bag, then she should be bending over every whenever you want it. Like, this just seems so... It's almost like men have taken out the spiciness of a relationship because they make it seem like they're entitled to that without doing anything. Mm-hmm. They think, if they just show up now as men with peens in their pants, that's
good enough.
Yeah, they're like, look,
as long as I'm able to get in the bed and give you that and satisfy you, that should be good enough.
Yep, I'm a gift to you.
No, like I said earlier, honestly speaking, I am that woman. It doesn't matter if I had a gazillion, million, billion dollars in my account. I still would want my man to wake up any given Sunday and just be like, here, babe, go get your nails done. Here, babe, make yourself look cute today. Get a new outfit. There's nothing wrong with that. If I need my cell phone bill paid, and there's nothing wrong with my man paying my cell phone bill. There's nothing wrong with it at all. Like, if we're here doing this together, there's just like, I'm pretty sure if I wake up and I'm calling you, you're already at work and I'm not at work, I'm calling you, your phone is disconnected, I can go and pay that bill and be like, hey, babe, your phone was disconnected. So what is wrong if a man pays a woman's phone bill this day and age?
Let's hear La Kai. He says, Flora, how you feel about my requirements? Natural hair, black or afro? Hold on. Latina, Black or Afro-Latina, age 20 to 24, under 145 pounds, ability to have 5 kids, no money requirements. Now, I'm going to ask you, Lakai, right? How tall are you? How much money do you make? How much body fat do you have? Okay. What is the quality of your sperm? Do you have hair on your head? How can we measure the peen at this point? Because the questions that the things that these men say, under 140 pounds, these men be one cheeseburger away from...
It's okay, honey.
Diabetes.
We don't feel no type of way because 2 years ago, it was all about the thicks.
You're right. BATL said, child, these niggas in your chat is wild. Who hurt them? I don't know. I'm not reading that. Mukavelli, Robin Evan is a queen, but thank you for the $1.99. Okay,
I've been going in too.
What did she say? So you like sucking dick, Muka?
Oh my god,
Robin, stop being dusty. What's wrong with you? She said, I knew you were gay. Wow, he said 6'2", 190 pounds. Hair, yeah, 6 figures. The picture that I'm seeing there is not giving attractive.
It's not even not giving attractive, but you know what I realized? What? And it's been from like 2018 up until now that the only figures that black men know is to say 6 figures. I don't think they
don't know
no other figures. Like I just realized that. Like these guys don't know any other figures besides
they don't know 7 figures, 8 figures.
I want me a 13 figure. Like,
right.
We have other figures, man. Come on.
Robin M looks like head shaped like the corn emoji. Mukavelli, you're not funny. That wasn't funny at all. But thank you so much for the super chat. You're in this chat twerking for some reason tonight. Okay, thank you so much for the super chat. Tomcat says, I mean, you can have whatever you want. If your if the relationship doesn't have God, then it will probably fail. Amen.
Amen to that.
Amen.
That is so true.
When you tall, you don't need to be handsome, baby. Yes, you do. You cannot be ugly in the face just because
sloppy,
you're tall.
Falling all over the place. Come on.
Right. Baby. Or imagine a ugly face next to you, a tall, ugly face. There's nothing worse than that. Scaring everybody while you're
somebody said for you to leave bald men alone because you keep making bald men.
Mukavelli, leave Robin alone.
Somebody wants you to leave bald men alone.
I'm sorry, I'll leave bald men alone. If Mukavelli don't stop talking about Robin, I think he got a crush on him.
I'm telling you, those two. Listen, we do love connections too. Don't get it twisted.
Oh yes, make sure you guys thank me if love comes out of this connection. I doubt it. Robin said this guy is such a cornball. He is a cornball. What's on the screen? Oh, did it go backwards?
Oh, Mukavelli just messaged you, honey.
Oh my God. Girl, stop talking about messages. What are you talking about? Nobody is supposed to be messaging me about nothing but YouTube.
YouTube.
Okay, nothing but YouTube. I keep mine nice and clean shaved. Is your head shaped like a peanut though, Ian?
Ooh.
You know, sometimes if you're wearing the hat, they don't want to cover that legume.
Oh my God.
Let me show you guys a picture of a legume so you know what I'm talking about.
That's crazy. While she's doing that, we can is it gonna be fast?
Yeah.
I want to see what
I just want to show them my legume.
Oh my God. You guys make sure you go follow and subscribe. Oh my God, she's so funny. What is that?
This is what I'm talking about. When I say the head is the shape like oh my God. Look at these beans.
Ian says, I have a good luck rubbing head. Ooh.
Is it shaped like this, Ian? Come on. Stop playing with me. I'm trying to show you guys these legumes. Do you guys see how misshapen they are? Because legumes are so, the inside of them is squishy. So the whole figure is off.
Oh my God.
Lakai says we're moving the goalposts. No, I just think like you don't understand. Just because you're tall doesn't mean no one's gonna see that you're ugly. Like they're still gonna see that you're ugly. You know what I mean? I already told you, Royce, you don't listen. I am here to get the message out to all women about these lackluster males. Yes, absolutely. Mukavelli, that is so specific. I have a feeling that you give women 8 balls of Coke for BJs. Because that's so specific, isn't it? Like, you don't just pull that out of your butt. You have to remember doing
He said broad. That says a lot. I mean, Muka, we love you over here. But I'm just saying, you're using the word broad. That speaks drug dealer to me, you know. Womanizer.
Yeah, womanizer. Maybe ex-con.
Yeah, we spent a little bit of time in prison.
Yeah, yep, that's the verbiage you hear in prison a lot about broad. They're like, oh yeah, that's your broad. You know, that's how they talk about it because they can't see women. Mukavelli, I'm gonna need you to seek services, mental health services if you need them. broads and chicks are not synonymous, because I think calling a woman a broad is an insult.
It very much
right?
is. That you might as well just call her a bitch. Like seriously.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, let's continue this video because this guy's gonna say a lot, okay?
Or sweating it out. A lot of you men are paying for these lashes and she's batting those eyes at another man. Whenever you are spending money, pardon me, whenever a woman makes it as if it's an obligation to keep her upkeep up and you have to pay for that like that's a flex, she's a bum, she's a beggar. This tells me that she only keeps up with her appearance when she has a boyfriend. So when she's in between boyfriends, think about that for a second. Any woman that is asking for nail money, hair money, lash money.
Well, I mean, he's really just talking about the females that's not doing anything for themselves.
But I also, like, my problem is, one, the word female. Two, the way that he's describing it, right? Because I think at the end of the day, if a man says, hey, now that we're together, I want to take care of your upkeep because that's what I do as a man. That's not you being a bum bee. That's your man being your man. And that's more times, that's what you're seeing versus the latter, right? So I think he probably has no experience in this. That's why he's talking the way he does. But I also think that that's the difference between men now and before as well. Men before understood that when you get a woman, she has an upkeep, you know?
Right, I agree with you. Put Mook a comment for me, please. Yes. Read it. In our slang, we do not
use beach and nigga.
It doesn't matter what folks call you, it's how they treat you. That's contradicting because how you treat me would be how you would call me, right? If you call me a broad like she a broad, then you have no respect for me.
Lana says this makes no sense, but okay. Once you marry that woman, it's his job. So what's the problem from time to time? I just think they can't afford it. You know that when it comes down to the fact that their card would decline,
right? And
they don't want the card to decline.
What can you imagine where it was so okay? It was so okay for you to pamper your woman, for you to make sure your woman looks good, for you to be around your friends and your friend is like, man, she's kept.
Right.
Man, that woman is well kept. Yeah, that was all my doing. Like, I did that.
Not Robert. Victorious one said the man in the video looks unkempt. Yeah, look at his beard. This is why I wanted you guys to tell me. Does this look like a man who prioritizes grooming and self-care? The beard is scattered all over the place. The hairline
Swahili hair.
The hairline is running backward. It's
only bums ask for nail money. I don't too much vibes that
at all. You know, she needs upkeep. Men need to feel appreciated. Fair? Yes.
Yes, that's fair.
Very fair, J Rods.
Yeah.
So
can you imagine? You just said, hey babe, here's somebody, go get your nails done. I go get my nails done. You go out and go run errands and take care of whatever you needed to take care of. And by the time you come home, you have like a meal on the table prepared by these hands. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The rubbing oil in the bedroom with the candle, maybe some soft music going on. You know,
I ain't doing all that.
I mean, listen,
I'll make him a sandwich that's real good.
Gosh. But you still have to pamper your man. Like, if I gotta pamper you, don't you think you have to pamper me?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. When it's reciprocal, meaning like when you guys are giving it, but it's symbiotic in that way. Like you guys are both giving each other. The only times I've ever enjoyed doing that was when it was like natural and we were both doing it to each other. Yeah, like it wasn't just me. Like I would find him doing things like, oh, I know you liked this coffee the last time you were here.
Yeah.
So I bought a whole thing.
Exactly.
And like I'm making you breakfast before you even get up. Like that's the type of stuff that you remember. And then you're like, oh damn, so I want to buy him this and do this for him, make him a meal. These are things you start doing early in your relationship. It's not about spending a lot of money, it's about the action, about showing each other that you're listening and when that person says what they like and what they want too.
You know something that I've also learned, and I learned this recently, bro, is that we spend so much time investing into the other person what we want,
Yeah.
that the other person doesn't really understand our love language.
Yeah.
And in all actuality, it should be so much more different. I should be worried so much more about my partner where my partner is worried so much more about me, where we don't feel like there's a disconnect. Does that make sense?
Right. Lake says, gotta get a back rub if I'm paying 100%. And I think that's naturally happening, right? I think women who have men who are paying 100%, they provide a lot. You see it on YouTube. Them hoes be slaying. They be in there cooking, and I'm not calling them hoes, but I'm just saying, like, that's their role, is being the wife to that man. They're cooking, cleaning, keeping the house. You know, they got everything packed up and nice. Like, I be seeing them making their man's lunch bag, and I'm like, oh, snap. Like, he's going to work with a gourmet meal.
Tomcat says, damn, women are crazy. Tom, let me tell you something, hun. Every woman is crazy. Like I said earlier, you can either deal with crazy, cray, or cray-cray.
Right.
Exactly.
Right. I mean,
so
honestly, I feel like women are just women. You know, there's nothing
We're
else
emotional. It's a roller coaster. You either love us or you don't love us. That's just what it is.
Cooking for a broke man is diabolical. Robin, that's a fact.
That hurts.
Imagine cooking for a man who ain't got nothing.
Not even nothing, like who's emotionally disconnected.
But I'm
somebody
saying,
that
like,
won't even say thank you. Can you even?
But no, I don't care how many times you say thank you. Like, thank you, oh, thank you, ass nigga. Goddamn nigga.
Thank you, ass nigga.
I don't got time for an appreciative ass nigga. Like, you need to have something.
Oh, J Rod say crazier the better. I like them feisty. Okay then.
You know, they all say that, but when they get the spicy, they be like, "This is not what I meant," and I'm like, "Well, you said crazy." So, Corey says, "Who does this?" Victorious one says, "Great live stream, ladies." Yes, we're having. I actually like this. We're having a good vibe today. You know, nice vibe. Mukavelli is in a coat closet. Is that what you said? You're ashy. Robin, you be dragging these bandits. But you know, one thing too is like, it don't even be worth, like, sometimes we be thinking like, damn, I'm gonna do all this cooking and cleaning, and what if he does me dirty? Or you know what I'm saying?
Honey,
or if we fall out.
Right? Like, I'm here doing all of this with you, but you have that woman at work that takes care of all of it.
Right, you got a work wife.
Right, you got a whole work wife going on. And I'm over here doing all this stuff, and you got Lord Jesus.
Tomcat says, "I'm okay with crazy. It's loyalty that matters."
Yes.
Roy Sam says, "Y'all definitely help me work on my patience."
No problem. No problem. You're welcome.
Mukavelli and Robin are still flirting.
You're right.
Like, if I'm not afraid when I go to sleep, she ain't crazy enough.
I don't think it's that crazy. We mean good, sexy crazy.
No, I don't know. J. Roz is going overboard now. I believe he really likes crazy women like this now. Now look at my head. See, no peanut here.
Oh, Ian.
Ian. I never said you had a peanut head. I was just saying legume. Some people's heads be like legumes. See, now I feel bad. Your problem with broke women. Robin says, "Floor, I would never flirt with that roach." Robin.
These two.
Robin is like, she's grabbing him and body slamming him at this point. Yes, he's a dust mite, honestly. I'm not going to judge you, Robin, for dragging him, okay? But let's hear a little bit more. Was that it for this dust mite?
I think it was it for him.
Okay, so that's all we have for you guys for tonight. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Ooh, I wish we could have got through some more of the Ocho Cinco, but it's getting so late, and I have to work far tomorrow. She got to work.
And I'm going even further.
She's going all the way to the butt crack of Timbuktu. So,
but it was such a pleasure to be here. I can't wait for our next show, for us to bring some really like big time hitters for you guys to watch. Stay tuned because we have the juice over here.
Yes, make sure you guys stay tuned. Honestly, it's gonna be a vibe. Robin said, "Great show, minus the illegals in the chat." We love you, Robin. Yes, okay, I'll see you guys on the next one. Make sure you guys hit the like button for us on the way out, and we'll see ya. Bye.